Hey guys, so we're going to try and show you some ideas for creating a 40s style updo that's going to be secure and easy to accomplish. One of the first things that I want to make sure that you understand is how to tease hair and what to use for foundation products. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these front two sections out and we're going to clip off the back because we're not going to worry with it at the moment. So we're going to put a clip back here and get this out of our way, and then I'm going to show you how to tease this and how to prep it so it will hold a tease and it will stay up. Typically when you guys are coming off the field from practice and about to get ready to get dressed, you guys are going to be really sweaty, and which is going to cause your scalp to be kind of oily. Let's see if I can get her in more than me. Okay, so this is basically a dry shampoo. What dry shampoo does is it absorbs the oils and the sweat. It's not going to dry the hair, so you may want to make sure you pack a blow dryer. But you're going to want to go in here at the root and make sure that you spray it in there. Sorry, close your eyes more. You want to spray it in that root, and it's going to absorb the oil. It's going to help dry it out, and then you can hit it with a blow dryer after a couple of minutes. Just kind of let this sit in there. You can see it's kind of powdery. So what it's doing, it's going to absorb the oil. Shouldn't have any oil in her hair. The other thing that this is going to do for you is it's going to add texture and volume to your hair. So it will help it tease better without having to use a whole lot of hairspray in it. You're still going to need some hairspray. So you can kind of see right here how it's all white and powdery, and just kind of scrub it like this, and that powder will start to break loose and it'll start absorbing the oil. So one of my other favorite products for teasing hair is volumizing powder. I picked this one up at Sally's, and this was Batiste dry shampoo, something I picked up at Sally's. It was super inexpensive and pretty easy to find. It has a nice smell. So there's several of these on the market. This one's not my favorite. This one's my favorite, but for the price point, you can pick this one up at Sally's. It's like in a salt shaker. So you're going to go in here and you're going to go at the root, and you're just going to tap it and get a little bit on there. What this is going to do is it's going to make that teasing stick in there better, and it's going to make the hair have a lot more volume, because in the styles that we're looking at, you want a lot of fullness up here and you want that teasing to stick, and if you don't have something in there to tack that hair up, it won't stay. So once again, just like you're salting your eggs in the morning, right? Same thing, scrub it in, distribute it through the scalp. And Lauren's got lots of natural body, but if you have naturally straight hair, you're going to need this as well. The styles I'm going to show you, we're not going to use a lot of heated irons, because I really don't think that's our best way to go. A heated iron on damp hair after you guys have been sweating, it's not going to be a great it's not gonna be great for your hair. So if we can avoid that, that's kind of our goal, right? So now we've got her scalp prepped after she's come in from sweaty. We're gonna use a teasing comb. Yay. I don't know if I can see this well enough. Well, let me zoom in. Watch me draw my phone. Ah, okay, head down. So we're gonna take this in sections. About that wide. It's about 2 fingers wide, right? We're going to pull the hair up and we're going to hold it gently between our 2 fingers, and we're going to push down, and that's how we're going to tease. Now if you hold this too tight, you're not going to get the hair to pull down. And if you hold it too loose, then you pull everything. So you just want to hold it just a little bit, and you just want to push this down. See how nice and full that's getting? You can see how that's teasing up at the roots, because that's really where we want this. And then you can just kind of tease on through, and you're going to do that in each section about 2 fingers wide. This is going to give you your base for those victory rolls that we're fixing to do. Make them nice and full, and also help keep them secure. So as I get to this last section that's right here at her face, I want it a little thicker, just because I don't want a lot of fuzz here. We're going to put some pomade on it in a minute, and we're going to take our brush and we're going to smooth this out. So same thing, we're just gonna push this in, making sure that we don't hold this too tight, but that we hold it tight enough that it doesn't all slip out of our hands, right? Okay, so now we have a hot mess, right? Isn't that great? Look how big it's standing. Okay, so now that we've got it teased up where it stands up on its own, right? We're gonna add a little hairspray. Nothing too stiff because you wanna be able to, you still wanna be able to manipulate this hair a little bit. And this is the point where we're gonna take a pomade wax. This is one of my favorites. It's from Suavecita. If you've sat in my chair during marching season, you've probably had this in your hair. So doesn't take a lot, just a little bit on your knuckle. And what you're gonna do with this is you're gonna lightly run it over the top section of the hair because it's gonna make it smooth and it's gonna make it shiny. Then you're gonna take your bristled brush and you're not gonna dig in because you don't want to undo all that teasing that you just put in. All you're wanting to do is kind of smooth out the front so you can't see the teasing through it, right? Same thing up here. So this is gonna show a little bit. Now, to do a true victory curl, you would typically wrap it around your fingers like this and then roll it down. So it looks like this. You smooth this out. Sit forward just a little bit so they can see this chin down. So you have this nice curl and then you can pen it in. So for our hack for today is we're going to use one of the perfect bun makers. They look like this. They're cheaper on Amazon. I got this one at Walmart. So if you're coordinated enough to pull this in and wrap it around your fingers and pin it so it stays, then you're ahead of the game, right? You get this beautiful victory curl. It's nice and full. Work it till you get the beautiful little round swoop right there. But I'm afraid that some of you guys are going to struggle with that, and especially in the time frame that you have to work with. So as a hack, we're going to use a bun form that has the hole in the middle right there. What we're going to do with that, same thing we did up to this point where we smoothed it all out. Put a little bit of pomade on the top. Make sure everything that's going to be seen is smooth. Make sure you're not brushing out your teasing too much. And with this, you're not going to have to tease it quite as much, but you're still going to get that volume out of it. So basically, you're going to put the tail through the hole, and you're just going to start wrapping it. Make sure you're tucking that tail in so it doesn't stick out at you later. When you get to here, you want to stick this form in. I folded it in half and rolled it up. And then you're going to take your bobby pins. Oh, I love when I'm prepared. Lauren, hold your hand right there, babe. Right back. Okay. So now you've got it to here. Your head this way. So this is what we're looking at. You've got this beautiful roll, and now all we want to do is match this hair to this hair. So we're going to take your bobby pin, you're going to grab a little bit of the hair on the top, and you're going to go under that form and pin it to the hair underneath. Little hair on the top. Can y'all see how that's working together? And you're going to do that all the way down this roll until you get it nice and in there. And you should have this should make it tight enough by using the form. It should be tighter than using just your fingers where it's loose and has no center to it. This is going to give you the advantage of, shake your head for me really hard. See, it's not moving at all. It hasn't budged. So while you guys are dancing, this won't move. That's one of the reasons I really think the forms are going to come in handy. So I'm going to do it again on the other side, but I'm going to use a different form so you guys can kind of see how different forms work, so you don't have to like be on the lookout for one thing in particular. So this is I got this one at, I think I got this one at Sally's. This one is a hair styler, and it's basically just a donut. It's a bun form. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pair of scissors. And I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to get another pair of scissors. That might be stronger. Oh my God, I know, right? And we're going to cut it in half. What are we at? 10 minutes? It's going to take all night. Okay, so now we have the same thing. And you can go in here and you can cut the center out. So you have the same type of shape there like we did with that one. But you're going to have to cut it out big enough you can get your fingers through it. Personally, I'm just going to use it like it is right here. So we're going to do the same thing on this side of her head. We have the section from behind her ear straight up to meet with the other side, right? We're going to clip this off out of our way. Can y'all see what I'm doing here? There. So once again, we've already prepped it with the texture powder, but it still feels kind of soft, so I'm going to put a little more in. And you can use whatever you want. I just like the texture powder because the texture powder tends to really give it that tack, and it really does hold. It feels kind of nasty on the scalp when you feel it, but at the end of the day, if you're wanting this to stay, this is going to be our best way to get volume, get your teasing to hold, and get the best results with the least amount of effort, which is our goal, correct? So you know what? I'm going to stop this video here, and I'm going to start the next one because this is like 12 minutes, and it's going to be forever to download. So this is the end of video 1.